Shalom Israel. Once again, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash forever and ever. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect, beginning with the 144,000. Lord willing, this lesson be edifying, straight to the point. And I'm not sure what I'll entitle this one, but I'll begin here. It's probably going to be the only scripture I pull. Pretty simple and fast lesson. 2 Corinthians 13 and 8. Matter of fact, I think I will entitle this more proof the scriptures are accurate. More proof the scriptures are accurate. So 2 Corinthians 13 and 8, for we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth, right? Because the truth will reign, the truth stands undefeated and it will reign supreme, against lies, against confusion, right? No matter how much you may not believe, no matter how much you may try to come up against for your disbelief, all right, or you may know it's the truth, and like these devils, these elites, they know the truth. They know the scriptures are accurate. They know they got all of the historical, they have all historical artifacts, all right, and they know who the 12 tribes of Israel are, and that's why they made it their business to lie to the true 12, true people that belong to the 12 tribes of Israel, told them that they was Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, called them nigga spics, right, and things like that, and that's the reason why they, the race of the so-called white man, which are the biblical Edomites, went all the way out of their way to claim to be the chosen people, the true people of the land of Israel, all right, which they call themselves. It's something missing. It's something missing. Something ain't adding up with their claim. They're missing the TE at the least. Because the scriptures spoke of the Israelites. It never spoke nothing of the other people that claim to be of the land of Israel, all right, without the TE at the end. Those small hats, those 48ers, they're imposters. And in order to, the apostles always say, in order to tell a lie, you have to first know the truth. And so, no matter how much you come up against the truth, no matter how much you may lie against the truth, no matter how much you may try to discredit and try to prove the scriptures as being inaccurate or a myth, the closer we get to the end of this thing, the more it's going to be made known and evident that the scriptures, in fact, holds the truth about all history, the whole world. All right, it says, for we can do nothing against the truth but for the truth. Looking to debunk the accounts of the scriptures and prove that it's made up stories or stolen stories. It's all types of scientists trying to figure out ways to prove that the scriptures are not true, but every time they they go into an archaeological dig, they always come out finding more proof, finding ways to prove the scriptures as being accurate. And so this is the article I came across on nypost.com. It says archaeologists discover proof of Bible verse at holiest site in Christianity, and promise many surprises still remain. So they're still at the beginning, that they discovered something, and they aren't finished digging, and they're expecting to find many more things to further prove the scriptures as being accurate. So it says, hold up, let me see. Damn, where the fuck is it at? Let me X this out. All this damn advertisement. It says proof of an ancient garden consistent with biblical scripture has emerged at the holiest site in Christianity, and an archaeologist says many surprises from the site are in the works. Archaeologists excavating the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the ancient church in Jerusalem, situated where Yahushua HaMashiach was crucified and buried, recently found evidence of ancient olive trees and grapevines. Matter of fact, it says the specimens date back roughly 2,000 years. The discovery echoes the New Testament verse John 19:41. Now in the place where he was crucified, there was a garden, and in the garden a new tomb in which no one had yet been laid. So the sepulcher that was given to Yahushua, all right, where his body was put, right, where he resurrected, where he was resurrected at after the third day, right. It was said in the scriptures that there was a garden in the near vicinity, right, very close to it, or a part of the place where his sepulcher would be. It says Francesca Stasola in archaeology. Archaeology professor at the Sapienza University of Rome confirmed the findings with Fox News Digital on Wednesday. She said the proof of the ancient garden came in the form of seeds and pollen. Calvary, all right, which is what the place was called where Yahushua was crucified. The site where the church stands had multiple uses in ancient times, including being used as a quarry. While the exact age of the organic material has yet to be determined, Stasola said the pollen and seeds date back in between the use of the quarry and the Roman age, when the area had a funerary use. The quarry had to be gradually abandoned, and as the stone extraction ended, it was used for archaeological areas and tombs. Stasola said this must have been what it looked like in the 1st century AD. Stasola also mentioned that many artifacts have been found at the site so far, with some dating all the way back to the Iron Age. The discoveries attest to the area's status as a pilgrimage location since the 4th century. Ceramics, metals, glass, all documents both the occupation of the area and the presence of the believers and pilgrims. She noted the excavations' aim is to gain knowledge about this significant area of the city of Jerusalem. And this is what it is giving back, she added, an area that from a certain moment on becomes central in the Christian cult. The excavation, first reported by the Times of Israel, is the first major restoration project at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in nearly 2 centuries. The diggings are taking place in all areas of the church common to the religious communities. Stassola said the church was founded, blah, blah, blah. The site was taken over by Christian crusaders nearly a century later, and Stassola said that the still standing church is largely the work of the crusaders. The current church is that of the Crusader reconstruction, but the whole church is a composition of historical phases from the 4th century to the modern age she described. When asked if she felt that the discovery echoes John 19:41, so they know the scriptures, all right, and more and more they prove that the scriptures are accurate, are actual historical facts. Stassola agreed, though she drew a line between archaeological research and theology, which, you know, they try to because, you know, to be carnally minded is death, to be spiritually minded is life and peace. And, you know, science is based on proving things through the flesh, but the scripture says faith is the evidence of things not seen. All right, so science can't explain certain things because it you have to cross over to the spiritual realm. You have to be spiritual minded to understand spiritual things, which takes faith, which these devils lack. All right, they're deprived of faith. It says archaeology provides us with data that must then be historicized and interpreted. So everything, as far as, you know, with these archaeologists and scientists, right? Everything must be proven. It must be able to be explained, you know, to the carnal mind. But that's not how faith works. It says, she said, in this case, it documents an agricultural use of the quarry. The Bible quote is certainly suggestive of this. That's it on that. All right, so that's all. That's all I really wanted to tap on. Lord willing, this was edifying. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Al-Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. That will honor to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect, beginning with the 144.